Chasing is the problem, not the solution. The problem. Every frantic move you make toward what you want sends out a signal: desperation. And desperation repels the exact things you're trying to attract. The ancient Stoics knew this. Marcus Aurelius built an empire on the opposite principle. And in the next few minutes, that principle is going to feel like the most obvious thing you never knew. Because if you are ready to stop fighting yourself, you'll start to notice something most people never question. Why do some people seem to attract everything effortlessly, while others who work twice as hard get half the results? It's not luck. It's not connections. It's not even talent. It's a principle the ancient Stoics called relaxed intention, and it flies in the face of everything modern culture tells you about success. Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man in the known world, he could have had anything by force. Yet he wrote in his private journal, not for fame, not for followers, he wrote, "Confine yourself to the present." Epictetus, born a slave, beaten, broken, chains on his legs, he became one of the most quoted philosophers in human history. And his central teaching? The secret to power is knowing what you can and cannot control and releasing your death grip on everything else. Today, we're going deep into 10 Stoic principles that don't just change how you think, they change what you attract. But these aren't passive ideas. They are dangerous to the version of you that's been fighting life instead of flowing with it. Let's go. 1. The art of detached desire. Stop me if this sounds familiar. You want something so badly, a relationship, a breakthrough, a level of success, and the more you want it, the more it slips. You check your phone too much, you overthink every move, you start showing up desperate even when you're trying not to. That's not weakness, that's physics. Epictetus said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Here's what that actually means for you right now. Wanting something creates magnetism. Needing something creates repulsion. Think about the most attractive people you know, not physically, energetically. They're not the ones chasing. They're not the ones begging the universe with desperate affirmations. They hold their desires like you'd hold a butterfly, lightly, with open hands. The Stoics called this preferred indifference. You prefer success, love, and abundance, but your peace doesn't depend on them. Your identity doesn't collapse without them. And paradoxically, that is exactly what makes them come. Try this right now. Bring your biggest desire into your mind. Hold it clearly. Now say out loud, "This or something better." Feel how that releases the pressure valve? That's not giving up. That's growing up. If you're finding value in this so far, do me a favor, hit subscribe right now. We go deep on Stoic wisdom every week, and you don't want to miss what's coming next in this video. Now, let's keep going. 2. Present moment magnetism. Here's something I need you to sit with for a second. Your mind is probably not here right now. Part of it is in next month, worrying about what hasn't happened yet. Part of it is replaying something from last year that already happened and can't be changed. And a sliver, maybe a small sliver, is actually here, in this moment, where your real power lives. Seneca wrote, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence on the future." But this isn't just philosophy, this is practical power. Because here's what you miss when you're not present. The casual comment that changes your career, the intuitive nudge to take a different path, the right person standing right in front of you while your mind is 2 years ahead. Presence isn't just awareness, it's energy. When you're truly here, you're operating at your highest vibration. You're not carrying the dead weight of regret or the anxiety of imagined futures. You are pure potential, and that energy is magnetic. The most compelling people in any room are not scrolling, they're not planning, they're here, looking you in the eye, making you feel like you're the only person that matters. That's not a personality trait, that's a practice. Your breath is your anchor. Every time your mind drifts into what if or if only, come back. Feel your feet. Take one breath. The present moment isn't where you wait for your life to begin, it's where your life is already happening. 3. The wisdom of accepted resistance. Now I need to tell you something uncomfortable. The obstacle in front of you right now, the thing that feels like it's blocking your path, is not your enemy. It's your teacher. And in some cases, it's your greatest accelerator. Marcus Aurelius faced one of the worst plagues in Roman history. He faced wars, betrayals, and the near collapse of an empire. And he wrote, while living through all of it, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Read that slowly. Most people encounter resistance and think the universe is against them. They take it personally. They quit. They shrink. But what if every obstacle is the universe testing whether you're ready for what you're asking for? Think about the oyster and the pearl. The grain of sand that irritates the oyster doesn't destroy it. It creates something priceless. The irritation is the process. Your resistance is your pearl. When you stop fighting what is and start navigating through what is, something shifts. You stop bleeding energy on resentment and start using that energy on solutions. You become like water, patient, persistent, and ultimately unstoppable. Ask yourself about your biggest current obstacle. How is this making me stronger? What is this teaching me that I couldn't have learned any other way? Sometimes the delay is protection. Sometimes the no is clearing space for a much larger yes. Trust the process, especially when you can't see the picture yet. Before we go further, if this is hitting different, subscribe and drop a comment below. Tell me which principle so far is speaking to you most. I read every single one. Now, let's go deeper. 4. The power of inner authority. This one might sting a little. Good. You've been handing your power away every single day. Every time you say, I can't be happy until, you just gave your happiness to something outside yourself. Every time your mood swings with your bank account, you just made money the boss of your emotions. Every time you post something and refresh the notifications, you just outsourced your sense of worth to strangers. Epictetus said, no one can hurt you without your permission. This is radical because it means your peace, your actual power, has never been out there. It's been in here, waiting for you to claim it. When you reclaim your inner authority, everything shifts. You make decisions from confidence, not fear. You take bigger risks because your security isn't riding on the outcome. You show up more authentically because you're not performing for external validation. And people, opportunities, circumstances, they gravitate toward that energy. Not because you're trying to attract them, but because neediness repels and self-possession magnetize. Here's your practice. Before you check your phone tomorrow morning, before you look at social media, your bank account, or anyone else's opinion, ask yourself, how do I choose to feel right now, regardless of what I find? Then, honor that choice. Your external world is always a reflection of your internal world. Change the inside, the outside has no choice but to follow. 5. The art of strategic non-action. What if I told you that one of the most powerful moves available to you right now is to do absolutely nothing? Stay with me. This is not laziness. This is mastery. Our culture is addicted to action. We equate movement with progress. We stay busy because stillness makes us uncomfortable. We grind because we're terrified that if we stop, everything will fall apart. But here's the truth most people never discover. A lot of what we call taking action is just anxiety in a productive costume. The Tao Te Ching, which deeply influenced Stoic philosophy, says, the sage does not attempt anything very big and thus achieves greatness. Think about a chess grandmaster. They don't move pieces just to appear active. They wait, they observe, they let the opponent make hasty, desperate moves, and then they strike with precision. Strategic non-action is knowing when to plant a seed and when to let it germinate in the dark. It's having the confidence to step back after you've done your part and trust the process to unfold. Some things cannot be rushed, no matter how badly you want them, no matter how many affirmations you repeat.
This week, practice saying, I'll wait, when waiting feels right. Practice sitting with uncertainty without immediately trying to fix it. Notice what that space allows in: solutions, clarity, and opportunities your frantic energy was actually blocking. The universe rewards those who can be still enough to receive. 6. Gratitude as a manifesting force. Most people think gratitude is just about being polite, saying thank you, keeping a little journal. What the Stoics understood is something far more powerful. Gratitude is a frequency, and the frequency you operate on determines what you attract. When you're genuinely grateful, not fake grateful, not gratitude as performance, you shift from operating in scarcity to operating in abundance. You stop radiating, "I don't have enough." You start radiating, "I already have so much." And abundance energy attracts abundant experiences. This isn't mysticism, this is basic human psychology. Your brain finds more of what it's focused on finding. Marcus Aurelius didn't have an easy life. He ruled during plagues, wars, and betrayal, yet he filled his personal journal, a journal he never intended for anyone else to read, with gratitude for the smallest things: the morning light, a conversation, a moment of clarity. The magic of gratitude isn't in the big things. It's in training your mind to notice beauty in ordinary moments and operating from that frequency consistently. Tonight, before you sleep, mentally inventory what you actually have. Not what you're chasing, what you have. Your health, the people who love you, the fact that you're here, watching this, hungry for growth. Feel how rich that is. That feeling, that's the energy that creates miracles. We're in the second half now, and honestly, the next principles are where this gets really powerful. If you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. Hit that button, stay with me, because principles 7, 8, and 9 are the ones most people never talk about. 7. Emotional sovereignty. Your emotions are not happening to you, they are being created by you. That single sentence, if you actually let it land, changes everything. Seneca wrote, "A mind that seeks the truth turns from the new and unknown to the eternal and divine." Your emotional reactions are choices, not inevitable responses. Choices. Think about two people facing the same rejection, the same financial setback, the same loss. One collapses and stays stuck for months. The other feels it fully, learns from it, and uses it as fuel. Same circumstances, completely different outcomes. Why? Emotional sovereignty. This isn't about suppressing your feelings. That's not Stoicism, that's repression. The Stoics felt everything. They just didn't let their feelings drive. You can be angry without being destructive. You can be sad without drowning. You can feel fear without being paralyzed. Your emotions are messengers, not masters. They carry information and energy, but they don't get to make your decisions. Next time a strong emotion hits, pause. Ask, what is this trying to tell me? What can I do with this energy? Then consciously choose your response, not your reaction, your response. That gap between feeling and response, that's where your power lives. 8. The philosophy of enough. Here's the trap the modern world has set for you. You will be happy when you get more money, more followers, more validation, more success, just a little more, and then you'll finally feel like enough. But here's what Seneca, one of the wealthiest men in Rome, a man who literally had everything, wrote from the height of his success. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, who is poor. That wasn't coming from someone who didn't understand material success. That was coming from someone who had achieved it all and discovered that the feeling he was chasing was never out there to begin with. The philosophy of enough doesn't mean settling. It means understanding that the feeling of abundance, the actual feeling you think success will give you, is available right now, in this body, in this moment, with what you already have. And here's the paradox that changes everything. When you genuinely feel like you have enough, you stop operating from desperation, and abundance energy attracts abundant experiences. You can still pursue your dreams, but from love, not fear, from excitement, not desperation. That energy is completely different, and it produces completely different results. 9. The courage of authentic expression. This one is the one nobody wants to admit is the problem. You've been performing. We all have. Performing for your family's idea of success, for your social media audience, for what you think you should want instead of what you actually want. And every time you show up as the performance instead of the person, you create internal resistance that blocks everything you're trying to attract. Marcus Aurelius wrote to himself how much trouble he avoids who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does. When you're not being authentic, you're lying to the universe about who you are, and the universe can't deliver what's meant for you if you're not showing up as yourself. Authentic expression doesn't mean being reckless or inconsiderate. It means having the courage to speak your truth with kindness, to pursue what genuinely excites you, to make decisions from your values, not other people's expectations. The beautiful thing about authenticity, it naturally attracts what's meant for you, and it naturally repels what isn't. When you stop trying to be everything for everyone, you start being exactly what the right people, opportunities, and experiences are looking for. Your authentic self is your most magnetic self. Everything you're meant to have is drawn to the real you. 10. Trust in divine timing. And here, finally, is the one that ties everything together. What if everything is unfolding exactly when it's meant to? Not when you think it should, not on the timeline your impatience demands, but in the precise, intelligent order of something far larger and wiser than your current perspective can see. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together." The Stoics believed in a rational, purposeful universe, one where everything happens for a reason, even when that reason is invisible to us in the moment. Here's what I want you to think about. The best things that have happened in your life, how many of them arrived exactly when and how you planned them? Probably almost none. Your greatest blessings likely came as surprises, through unexpected paths, at times when you'd almost stopped hoping. That wasn't random. That was timing. Trust in divine timing doesn't mean you stop taking action. You do your part fully, intentionally, with dedication, and then you release the outcome with grace. You hold your goals lightly. You stay open to better versions of what you're asking for.
When you stop fighting the timeline, you stop exhausting yourself. You stop missing the magic that's happening right now, and you start flowing with an intelligence that has always been working in your favor, even when it didn't feel that way. So here's where we land. The ancient Stoics didn't have vision boards or manifestation apps. They didn't need them, because they understood the one thing modern self-help keeps missing. True manifestation isn't about getting what you want. It's about becoming who you need to be to receive what's meant for you. When you relax into these 10 principles, detached desire, present moment awareness, accepted resistance, inner authority, strategic non-action, gratitude, emotional sovereignty, the philosophy of enough, authentic expression, and divine timing, you stop fighting life and you start flowing with it. Miracles don't become rare events you're desperately chasing. They become the natural result of who you've become. Your manifestations are already on their way. Your one job right now is to relax, trust, and become ready to receive them. If this video shifted something in you, share it with one person who needs to hear it. Subscribe if you haven't already, because next week we go even deeper.
and drop in the comments, which of these 10 principles hit you hardest? I want to know. Until next time, stay stoic, stay strong, and stay open to what's already coming.